Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor, and here are some of the stories on the agenda for this week's news show. JoJo Hines checks out Phil the Sled. Our news crew attended the Sun City tree lighting, and later in the program we have a Meet the Author with the famous Jesse Blanco. You don't want to miss that. Those stories and more coming up. Sun City News starts now.
This is Sun City News. With our news team bringing you stories from Sun City and the Low Country. Taking the lead with entertainment news. And on deck is our sports report. Sun City News, from people you know, about people you know. This week's SCTV News starts now.
A chilly morning didn't stop reporter JoJo Hines from checking in on this year's Santa's Toy Box in Sun City North. Let's watch.
Some 7+ years ago, Beth Williams started this adventure called Phil the Sleigh, a.k.a. Santa's Toy Box. Let's follow her and her husband, Mayor Harry Williams, a.k.a. Santa, as we continue their journey as they collect the toys for the city of Hardyville's children. I'm here with Pat Carter, the Mariners Cove neighborhood. Stellar year collecting this year, huh, Pat?
Yes, it was. It was very, very impressive. Our neighborhood is very, very generous.
So what was the most popular one that you collected this year? What popular toy?
Oh, a lot of balls. A lot of balls for a lot of kids to different play with. Lots of Legos, lots of games. So I think they have a pretty good variety. We have some bikes. We have some scooters. We have a little bit of everything.
This is Sandra Davis of the Fox Lake neighborhood. Sandra, what toys are most popular today?
We've got a lot of stuffed toys and a lot of Legos.
Well, we're here with Maya and Josh, and they're going to tell us why they decided to collect this year.
Well, I think we are so lucky. We live in a great community with great people, and we have a lot more than most. And there's so many people in this area, especially in Hardyville, that have practically nothing. And so it's wonderful to see everybody come out and donate to help the people who don't have as much. And it doesn't matter where you give, people are giving all over. And I think it's terrific. Sun City's a great community. It really is. We help everybody.
Yeah, and we're glad to. We've donated to food banks in Hardyville.
What are we doing this year with the distribution, wrapping, and everything?
So we are following the formula that we have for, I believe, 8 or 9 previous years. I lose track. So what happens is the NRs send a flyer out that comes from Jen and her crew, and they choose a house that volunteers to collect all of the toys, and then we come around and with Santa and we collect them. The Public Works Department brings it to the newish rec center, where then we have a whole gang plus Jen's employees that sort. Tomorrow, again at the rec center, there's a wrapping party for anybody that would like to go tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Rec center, coffee to be served.
And then what happens? and then Jen's part.
Yeah, so after that, I mean, like I said, the wrapping is always fun. We have a ton of volunteers that come out from all over the community, including Sun City as well. And then after that, we'll deliver all the fun toys. But the wrap party and all this collection is just amazing. And we can't say thank you enough to everybody that helps participate. It really does make a child's dream come true at Christmas.
Our SCTV crew kicked off the holiday season at the tree lighting ceremony and shared the sounds and sights of the evening. Let's watch the video.
It's a pretty quick turnaround from turkey and trimmings to trimming the tree, but it looks like Sun City's got us ready to go, all spruced up for the holiday.
And we're here at the annual tree lighting. There's a chill in the air, and the sounds of the season are going to bring us together.
Okay, let me think about that. Why don't we go around and find some of our neighbors and find out What holiday song gets them in the spirit? What's on their playlist?
AKA, what's your favorite holiday song?
Merry Christmas, all. My favorite Christmas song is Jingle Bell Rock.
Happy holidays. My favorite song is Baby It's Cold Outside. Merry Christmas, everyone. My favorite song is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
And my favorite Christmas song is, obviously tonight, Oh Christmas Tree, Oh Christmas Tree.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, but I won't sing it and I'll spare you the pain.
Because she's here, just in honor of my mom. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Little Drummer Boy. That was my mom's favorite.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, Holy Night.
Do they know it's Christmas?
Jimmy Buffett's Christmas Island.
Silent Night, it was always a midnight church favorite.
I like Do You Hear What I Hear?
I've always wondered how that jolly old fat man got his fat ass down my chimney.
We are here with Nancy Laws. You are going to bring us the sound of the season for sure this evening. Your group, the Sun City Singers, brings so much ambiance to our events. So let's get a little bragging about this group. Tell us about them.
Well, we're an absolutely wonderful group of people that enjoy singing. There's no audition. Some of us used to sing only in the shower. Some of us are professionally paid singers. It's this whole big variety of people. We meet Mondays at 3:30 to 5 at the Lake House and just have a wonderful time. We go to nursing homes once a month. We do our veterans things here and obviously the tree lighting as well. So ask us, we'll sing.
Our celebrities.
So what does it take to be a Sun City singer?
Really, it takes just the interest to give us a try. If you come, you can try us out for 3 different rehearsals before you commit to actually joining. We have guest books to make that work for you. And we have a wonderful time, a wonderful bunch of people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the Sun City tree lighting. Let's count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My co-host JoJo was on the naughty list, and so she has departed, but I would like to extend our Sun City TV wishes and thanks for a lovely tree lighting. Have a happy holiday season and keep on singing to get in the spirit.
There's still more to come. Ann Prianti covered the installation of the Argent Bridge. We feature Fire Marshal Joey Rowell, and we have a big announcement concerning Buc-ees. We'll return after this brief break.
The December edition of Sports Done Right is chock full of action from fall championships and celebrations of a very successful year in sports right here in Sun City. In addition, we'll revisit a few memories from our profiles of residents with sports backgrounds. All in all, a fitting conclusion to the year. So please join me, Doug Wright, in December as we give y'all Sports Done Right.
December starts a countdown to Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, and we're wrapping up some stories for you like presents under the tree.
We take a look at how our newest Sun City edition, The Bridge, came to be.
We share the fine accomplishments of the Veterans Association, the Woodworkers and Model Makers Guild, and the All About Art Club.
And we share our special report on the GFWC Day of Giving.
Cable viewers, please check our program listings on the Sun City website, and most conveniently, you can always catch us on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing. So whether you trim a tree, light a menorah, or a kinara, we wish you Merry everything and happy always.
Our Sun City TV crew was on the scene in the wee hours to see the placement of the new bridge over Argent Boulevard, linking the north side with the new west side. Let's take a look.
Wow, this is a historic moment for Sun City with the joining of the north side with the brand new west side with our brand new golf cart, pedestrian, and bicycle bridge that's being placed tonight. And this is just incredible. We're here to show you what's going on. So right behind me over here, we have the crane that will be lifting the bridge and picking it up, bringing it over Argent Boulevard and placing it between the two sections that are already here. And then we've got our bridge. So Pat, can you tell me what's going on here right now?
Right now we're setting the crane up, and it's probably going to take an hour, maybe two, just depending. They've got a lot of counterweights to put on it because it's a heavy bridge. And then we've got to slide the bridge this way about 30 feet to get it centered, and then we'll move the crane. So we can pick the bridge straight up, and then we just twist it in the air and set it straight down on the vents.
Great, thanks. And about how long will it take once you get the crane in place to place it?
If everything fits perfectly, it shouldn't take more than 10-15 minutes.
Thank you.
It'll be quick once we get it up in the air.
Well, this is very exciting. Thank you for talking to us.
No problem.
Well, here it is, the bridge. And this is Ann Prianti reporting live at 2 a.m.
What should you have in your home to keep it safe? Fire Marshal Joey Rowell tells reporter Chris Chase.
A fire extinguisher. Everybody should have one in their home, right? But how exactly do you use it?
So a fire extinguisher, again, is another cheap insurance policy for your home. We recommend that you have one in your garage for those that that tinker around and have different things stored in there. And we also recommend one near your sleeping rooms as well as in your cooking areas. Now, one thing that we will tell folks is a fire extinguisher is not a very pretty piece of decor for a home, but having a fire extinguisher that is readily available and then knowing how to use it, it will save property and will save your life if you need it. So people often ask, how does a fire extinguisher work? Well, if you could remember the acronym PASS, you can make a fire extinguisher work at any time. And what that means is PASS stands for pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. So we would pull the pin, we would aim this nozzle here at the base of the fire, we would squeeze the handle, and then we would sweep it back and forth as we're exiting. So folks say, well, fire extinguishers, when do we use them, when do we not? There's a couple of things that I will tell you. If you know 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can fully extinguish a fire, use it for that. The other reason the fire extinguishers exist is to be able to extinguish a fire as you're exiting whichever property or room that you're in to get to safety. So they're basically twofold. You can use it to extinguish or you can use it for safety. Now, we also get a couple questions about what type of fire extinguisher should we purchase. If you go to any big box store or any hardware store or wherever it may be, what I will tell you is if you get an ABC fire extinguisher, as simple as ABC, that will get you by at every time. Now, there's different sizes, so what I would recommend is you pick up one that you can physically handle. This one right here probably weighs 10 or 12 pounds with the canister, which may be cumbersome for some. They also make them a little bit smaller. That makes it a little bit easier for you to use. What I would recommend, you pick up the box, pick up one that you can physically handle, because if you can't handle it, it doesn't do you any good. And that would be the one that you purchase. ABC, we recommend one in the garage, one in the kitchen area or cooking area, and one near the sleeping areas. Another question we get is, what are the length, or what's the shelf life of a fire extinguisher? They're different things for different fire extinguishers. Commercially, they have to be inspected annually, but in your residential, it's your home. They do make them and different manufacturers have different recommendations. I would tell you 1 to 3 years, 3 years being tops with most manufacturers, that you would replace that fire extinguisher and get you a new one. And the reason for that is after the certain amount of time, the uncertainty if it will activate is there.
The Hardeeville City Council, during its November 7th regular meeting, approved first reading of an ordinance to approve the Planned Development District, the initial master plan for the development, and a development agreement which will bring Buc-ees to the city. Second reading of all 3 ordinances was November 21st. City of Hardeeville Mayor Harry Williams said, "Even though Buc-ees representatives are working closely with the city and its development processes, the project is only at the beginning stages of development, and its progression will coincide with the South Carolina Department of Transportation's I-95 widening and Exit 8 redevelopment project," a city spokesperson said. Now, the current schedule for the South Carolina Department of Transportation projects to be completed would be in 2028. The projected timeline, which would also be the projected year for the ribbon cutting for Buc-ees, Williams said during the November 7th Hardeeville City Council meeting. Buc-ees will be located adjacent to Interstate 95 at the Exit 8 intersection with U.S. Highway 17, city officials said. The Hardeeville location is scheduled to include Buc-ees' signature offerings, including a large selection of regionally themed merchandise and gifts. This exciting development, city officials said, is set to become a significant economic driver for the region, enhancing the city's reputation as a thriving hub for commerce and travel in South Carolina. Stan Beard, Director of Real Estate and Development at Buc-ees Limited, met with the Hardeeville City Council during its October 24th workshop about the proposed location and informed the council the store would be 74,000 square feet, the largest store the company has built to date. Still much more ahead on Sun City News. Rich Holman's here with an entertainment report. We attended the recent Meet the Author event, and Doug Wright has sports news. So make sure you come on back.
The December edition of Sports Done Right is chock full of action, from fall championships and celebrations of a very successful year in sports right here in Sun City. In addition, we'll revisit a few memories from our profiles of residents with sports backgrounds. All in all, a fitting conclusion to the year. So please join me, Doug Wright, in December as we give y'all Sports Done Right.
December starts a countdown to Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, and we're wrapping up some stories for you like presents under the tree.
We take a look at how our newest Sun City edition, The Bridge, came to be.
We share the fine accomplishments of the Veterans Association, the Woodworkers and Model Makers Guild, and the All About Art Club.
And we share our special report on the GFWC Day of Giving.
Cable viewers, please check our program listings on the Sun City website, and most conveniently, you can always catch us on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing. So whether you trim a tree, light a menorah, or a kinara, we wish you Merry everything and happy always.
Rich Holman standing by with some entertainment news.
Thanks, Norma. What's coming up? Well, it's the holiday season with so many ways to celebrate. And on Friday, December 27th, join your neighbors for the menorah lighting ceremony. Light refreshments and music begins at 4 p.m. at the Pavilion, with singing and the lighting ceremony that will be held in Town Square near the bocce ball courts at 5:30 p.m. New Year's Eve is almost upon us, and we have 2 events to choose from if you'd like to party the old year away. First, a wonderful New Year's Eve dinner will be served at Riverbend. Chef Andy Borgmeyer of Signature Catering We'll be creating a delicious 4-course meal accompanied by music from DJ Henry. Tickets are $120 and include a champagne toast, favors, and past hors d'oeuvres to start. Doors and cash bar open at 5:30, and capacity is 60 with a limit of 4 tickets per household. And at 9 p.m. at Pinckney Hall, a black and white affair. Come out dressed to impress and ready to dance the old year away. This dance will feature a champagne toast, favors, balloon drops, and a drink ticket. So rest up during the day and come on out to say goodbye to 2024. Tickets for this dance are $52, and you can buy those tickets for both events at Lifestyle Services or online. On Tuesday, January 21st and Wednesday, January 22nd at Magnolia Hall, the Boilermaker Jazz Band will be appearing. The hot sounds of the jazz age come to life with swinging renditions of jazz classics and rarities through superb instrumentals and heartfelt vocals. The Boilermakers have been making music for over 25 years, with their unique brand of musical, Americana, and hot jazz. They definitely bring the party to you. Tickets are $35, and there is a limit of 4 tickets per household. You can pick up those tickets at Lifestyle Services or order online. And as always, no food or drink is allowed in Magnolia Hall. How about something a little different? Coming up Saturday, December 14th, get your lawn chair, a blanket, snacks, and some friends and head on out to Henry C. Chambers Waterfront Park for a spectacular Christmas show by the students of Creations Aerial Arts Creations Entertainment at Wildflower Gymnastics. Come watch these aerialists of the low country twist, twirl, spin, and flip through the air to heartwarming holiday music. Now, this is a free event, and the fun starts at 5:45 p.m. Please note that if the weather is bad, the show will move to Wildflower Gymnastics at 1900 Boundary Street in Beaufort. As seating is limited in the gym, there will be a $20 charge only if the show is moved inside, and first come, first served. That's it for this week. Get up, get out, and enjoy yourself. Norma, it's all yours.
At this month's Meet the Author event, SCTV reporter Georgia Lash was privileged to sit down with Jesse Blanco, local culinary TV celebrity, who shared the inner workings of his writing and broadcasting career.
Jesse, I promise you we're going to circle back to your on-air career that we're all so familiar with, Eat It and Like It. Right. But the headline story today is the books. Okay, books. Your work as an author. You know, we've got 2 books. We've got Savannah Food Crawls, Charleston Food Crawls. What experiences are you giving readers with those books?
Access to what Savannah's best casual food is, where it is. There's so much food in Savannah and Charleston, so much food, because there's 2 books, Savannah Food Crawls, Charleston Food Crawls. So much food, any visitor would get overwhelmed. I had a visitor come over Thanksgiving week who bought my book last month, and she said, she texted me, my goodness, there's just so many, I just need 1 or 2. Well, I can't narrow it down because it comes down to tastes and stuff, but that narrows it down. I think there are 140 restaurants in the Savannah book, and maybe 90 plus in the Charleston book. But what I can tell you is if it's in the book, you can count on it being vetted and I think good. So there's your narrow down, then you take it from there.
Well, the book. Let's work on Savannah because that's the one I've downloaded, all right?
Very good.
Okay, you've given us a plethora of ingredients. Okay, we've got geography.
Yeah.
We've got history.
Yeah.
We've got a tour guide.
Right.
Restaurant recommendations.
Yeah.
Menu suggestions, sometimes parking suggestions, maps, and photos. How did you accomplish all that?
I didn't.
I was kind of hoping you would say that.
No, I wish I could take credit for the idea, but I was approached by the publisher, Globe Pequot, who has a series of similar books all over the country. Austin Food Crawls, Portland, Oregon, I believe, Food Crawls. I think there's a Philadelphia. There were a number of them, and they said, hey, we're looking at doing this in Savannah, and we were told you might be the best qualified person for it. So the concept, the graphics, the icons that tell you this is for photos, this is for celebration, this is a bar, all of that is not my idea. That's theirs. I wish I could take credit for it, but you know, in their defense, I think it's brilliant. It's a very, very well put together list of where to go.
Now,
I wanted to ask you about those icons. I wondered if that was your device, because this is a fun book to navigate.
It is.
It's kind of like a play, like almost like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
It's fun. Tell them about the icons. What do they represent?
There are, I think, 4 or 5. There's a little camera, which means it's Instagrammable, where you'll want to take some pictures.
Got to have the socials.
Yeah. There's a cocktail, which means this is a bar. That doesn't mean you have to drink there. There are some that I list that I put a cocktail icon on because they have food that you need to try. This isn't a list of bars. It's a list of food. Some of that food is in a bar, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
There's, I think, a party icon this is the kind of place you might want to go for a bachelorette or a celebration of some kind. And I don't remember what the other ones were. There aren't too many others, maybe 2 more. But they all serve their purpose and give you an idea, like you said, of where you are and how to navigate the city.
Now, to hear more from Jesse, tune into the January full-length episode of Meet the Author. Now here's Doug Wright with sports news.
In last week's report, due to my error, we didn't post the winners of the softball club's 4 leagues. So please check your screen for the winners. And congratulations to all who competed on Championship Saturday. On a very cold and blustery day, the annual Superintendent's Challenge was staged at both the Oakey Creek and the Hidden Cypress Golf Clubs. A full slate of 288 golfers was registered for the event, which commenced at noon due to frost delays. Our team was there to catch some action and talk to some players.
Oakey Creek Golf Club, and we are about to tee off for the Superintendent's Revenge for 2024.
I hope it makes this look good. I hope you see out there, sure. I'm sorry. How was Peter doing? See Peter much?
And everybody brings a toy and toys for tots. So this should be a great day, even though it's only going to be about 50 degrees.
Golf Superintendent Rick Barnes had his crews working late to present unique challenges, such as putting from a toilet seat, trying to avoid about 100 practice balls littering a green, blow up figures on a green which had to be negotiated, and landscaping power equipment all over certain fairways. Best of all, however, despite the presence of the Grinch, hundreds of toys were contributed by participants for the benefit of second helpings. Now don't let cooler weather deter you. Put down those electronics and keep that body in motion. Doug Wright, Sun City Sports.
To view expanded coverage of sports news, check out Doug's monthly show, Sports Done Right. Well, that's our news for this week. Thank you for watching. Catch us on cable and on our YouTube station, where we invite you to hit like and subscribe. Now, to see expanded coverage of some of our SCTV stories, tune into our monthly show Extra. And if you have questions and comments, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. But make sure you check in with us next week for all the news that's in your neighborhood. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor.